day out here. Yesterday was like 30 degrees and now it's 7 degrees. I don't know what the fuck going on. Anyways, y'all requested that I do a build breakdown on this, and that's exactly what I'm about to do. Alright, so I guess I should start with, I'm gonna do the exterior first. Alright, so I'm running Megan Racing coilovers all the way around. They work great. I have no complaints. You guys are always asking me about my wheel specs. Let me give you a little angle. Yeah, I always like try to get that poke. That's always been a go-to for me. I like that style. These are Vordovens. I call these some 5-star reps. They're really good quality reps, in my opinion. They're 18 by 10.5, 15 offset all the way around. I did have to, cut all the liner, not all the way, like the headlight housing is still covered by the liner. And you gotta roll your fenders and shit. If you about that low life, you gotta do all the precautions and shit. But yeah, Nankan tires. The reason I didn't get no Toyo sticker tires because I'm running Nankan tires and I wanna stay true to what I got, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so yeah, I'm sponsored by Nankan. 255/35 all the way around, and they get the job done. I plastic dipped them white. I'm already getting tired of it, so I think I'm gonna go back to the factory color. The side skirts seen better days, but hey, they're still holding up. Shout out to my boy Corey's RX8. He got a silver bagged RX8 with some work wheels, VSKF I think they're called. But yeah, shout out to him. He sold those side skirts to me a while ago. Low key, this whole car is sponsored by eBay. Like, y'all gonna see. Like, the little piece right here, eBay. This right here, eBay. Y'all stay asking me about this piece right here. Y'all know where I got this from. eBay. This actually belongs to a Miata, a 93 Miata. But if you finesse it the way I finessed it, it'll fit. I went back to the factory wing because I got tired of being a hot boy and shit. And I sold it to some dude, I forget his name. Some dude in Texas. I think his Instagram is like Gypsy something. Those corner pieces, guess where I got them from? eBay. Shout out to my boy Nation. He got a Slam stand style S2K. He paints a color. He changes the color on that thing like every other week. He's the one that painted the corner pieces for me, as well as my side skirts and the wing that I sold. So shout out to Nation. Guess where I got the exhaust from? eBay. Sorry, now let me stop. Shout out to my boy Top Muffler. He's the one that Top Muffler out in Maryland. He's the one that hooked me up with the 3-inch full exhaust with V-band clamps. Did a pretty good job. Have no complaints, even though I haven't been able to test it out because the car is acting stupid. Anyways, third brake light, guess where I got it from? eBay. That tow hook, guess where I got it from? eBay. I'm telling you, this car is built off eBay. Y'all just gotta know who y'all buy from. I do my research. The tent, did that myself. I think that's pretty much it for the exterior. Oh, how could I forget the best part? The hood. Shout out to Papi Chulo Gil. Gil's Evil. Gil's, what's his Instagram name? Gil's Evil 8. Yeah. Shout out to Gil. Big shout out to Gil, because without him, I would not have, this would be a mess. He guided me through the whole process. Any question I had, I would ask Gil, Mike, when he felt like replying to me, and my engine builder, Danny. But shout out to all three of them. They were a big help to have this. All right, so to the important part. All right, so this is let me back up a little bit. This is a 1999 RX-7 FD motor, imported from Japan. I bought this motor from this guy named Wesley for like $2,300, and this was about like 3 years ago now, I think. When we opened the motor was like in great conditions. Like, housings were like good, and the rotors were like clean as hell. I was surprised. So because of that, I didn't really felt the need to resurface the housings. So that was like, I took a gamble with that, and it came out winning. Thank God. I mean, the compression on this motor is not excellent. It's not in the hundreds, but it's in the 90s. So it still starts up every single time. I have no complaints with that. But yeah, I had my friend Danny Santiago built me the engine block. He did all the internals. All the fabrication was done by Mike Vargas at Angel Motorsports. Shout out to Mike. Even though he could be an ass sometimes, but he does good work. Shout out to Mike. What the hell? Hey y'all, this man over here barking and shit. All right. All right, so dang, I lost my focus. Hold up. I'm gonna let this guy pass. Hold up. I'm geeking right now. Oh man. All right, what was I saying? The internals is I got rotary aviation seals, the classic seals, and I got Atkins corner seals. Is a full Bridgeport with Raceport exhaust. This man's still barking, bro. All right, Raceport exhaust. I'm running 4 injectors, 2 5550s, and 2200s. I got a CX Racing lower intake and a CX Racing engine mounts thingies. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the engine mounts for the swap. I had a I had to shave this piece down, the lower intake manifold on the rear side. I had to shave this and the top manifold in the back over there to make it fit properly, and I had to bang up a lot the firewall. I hate that the room in this engine bay is so tiny in RX8s compared to the FC and the FD. Like, that's the only thing I hate. All right, I used the RX8 front cover, RX8 wiring harness, and I used the Adaptronic PNP, which is trash. I don't suggest anybody getting it because I'm having issues with it right now. But I went that route because I already had the Adaptronic, so why? I was just trying to save some money. Honestly, this was a budget build. I did everything step by step. What I could. afford at that time. And so yeah, yeah, kept the RX8 throttle body. I had to upgrade to the AEM ignition coils. Mike did that for me. This turbo got some history on it. This turbo used to belong to John Vargas from the Engine Motorsports, and he had sold it to my engine builder Danny, and I bought it from Danny. It's a Ready T78 66mm. It gets the job done. But yeah, I upgraded the radiator, and of course I got a front mount and a cooler. Oh yeah, my custom made turbo blanket. Hey yo, this turbo blanket is eBay, and this shit has not caught on fire, not once. So yeah, y'all could make fun of my turbo blanket all y'all want, but this shit holding up nicely. But nah, I'ma upgrade it because it looks tacky. What else you guys need to know? This is a SSQV blow valve from Hex, and it makes immaculate noises, which I love. Oil relocation kit from Blocks Racing, I think it's called. Which is I utilized factory oil filter goes, and then ran the lines over here. Oh, and for this build, you need to keep the OMP from the RX8 plugged up, but it doesn't need to be like, you know, it just needs to be plugged up with the wires, because it has nowhere to go since it belongs to the Renesis. It just needs to be plugged up, and it's behind over there. The fuel rail, CX Racing, I don't suggest getting it. I had a leak from them once because the thread was not. I had to redo the threads on the fuel rail, because the way it's designed is bound to leak. So yeah, I don't suggest using the CX Racing fuel rail. That's just my opinion. I am running AC, but Mike still has to wire it up. Like, the compressor is on. I mean, it's like connected, and the hoses and the procedures you gotta do for the AC has already been done. I'm just waiting on Mike to do it, since, you know, he's Hollywood now. I gotta book appointments and shit. What else? Again, if y'all have questions, just comment down below and I'll answer them. Oh, the fuel pump is returnless. I haven't had any issues with it yet. I have an Aeromotive 340 fuel pump as well. I haven't had any issues with it either. Oh, one key factor to keep in mind when doing a fuel pump. When I had a annoying issue with the fuel pump leaking from the retainer ring on top. Boy, I caught hell with that. I ended up finding out that was a recall, and I had to take the car to the Mazda dealership to get it fixed. But damn, that was annoying as hell. But I got that fixed. So if your RX8, if you smell fuel inside the cabin, is the fuel pump, the retainer ring. Both sides need to be switched, from the driver's side and the passenger side. So go get that done at the Mazda dealership, your local Mazda dealership. Get that fixed. I'm trying to think what else y'all want to know. Oh, the engine mounts from CX Racing, they work, but honestly, I don't like it because this is so low to the ground. It doesn't let me be as low It doesn't let me be as low as I want. You can see a little bit right there. But yeah, like the points were like the engine mount points, they stick down really far down, and every time you hit a bump, that's the first thing that makes contact, and that shit's annoying as hell. I mean, I don't think you can really see them, but they're like completely shaved down from all the bumps I've hit already. And yeah, I have this awful wheel gap that I absolutely hate, but hey, I just gotta deal with it. Cause I used to be way lower than this. I was about that low life. What else, you guys? I mean, the interior is stock. I really don't care for it. Got the eyelids. I got those from a friend of mine. Oh yeah, the front lip. Guess where I got it from? eBay. Yeah, I forgot the name of it. I found it on eBay for like $99. So, cause the only difference with this one is like kind of like they got edges to it. Unlike the other one, it's like kind of roundish. This one has like corner and edges. I like this one better because it looks more edgy. I think that's pretty much it, honestly. Got a full 3-inch exhaust. Oh, full 3-inch exhaust with one ultra quiet vibrant muffler and one resonator, which I thought it was gonna make the car more quiet, but I played myself. That shit loud as hell. It sounds good though. I might add another muffler or go with a different brand of muffler. What else? I'm eventually gonna get my boy Nation to paint this hood for me red, as well as the front bumper red. Honestly, I would like to get the whole car painted, but hey, I don't know who that was, but shit's clean. Oh yeah, that's my daily over there. I do a build breakdown on that. But yeah, what was I talking about? I keep getting distracted. Fuck. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get the hood painted by Nation soon. Oh, the paint. Yeah, I was thinking again to repaint it, but I feel like it's gonna cost too much money. Again, this is the budget build. I ain't trying to spend too much than I already have. So I was thinking of just getting a paint correction. I think that'll do the car some justice. Oh, the power and all that shit. Okay. So right now the car is tuned for 7 pounds. It made $295 on 7 pounds. I feel like you could get more out of that, but honestly, I'm not complaining, because if I would have left the dyno that day with like 300 or 400 horsepower, I would have this shit would be wrecked right now. All this whole car would be gone. So I'm not complaining. I'm just gonna take things step by step, because I ain't trying to die young, and I love this car too much. This was my first car. I ain't trying to wreck it. So yeah, I ain't complaining with the 295. I mean, honestly, I feel like I'd be flying with 295 with this thing. This thing is so light. I ain't complaining. But yeah, it's tuned at 7 pounds, 295. But that was before I upgraded the exhaust, and it was hot outside. So with all this cold air on it and the exhaust upgrade, I should be in the 300s. So yeah, I ain't complaining. I still have parts that I have to install, because right now it doesn't have a boost controller and it doesn't have a boost gauge. So I'm just running strictly off the spring pressure on the wastegates, which is 7 pounds. Oh yeah, I have two Turbo Smart 40 millimeter wastegates. I believe they're 40 millimeter. Oh, downpipe was done by Mike Vargas. The turbo manifold was done by Mike Vargas. He did a pretty good job. What else? Okay, yeah. But next month, I'm taking it to mic again, because right now I'm having an issue where the car is not reading temperature and the thing is cold and it runs like shit. So yeah, and I think it's either something wrong with the wiring harness or the animatronic took a shit again. Hopefully it's something fixable. Honestly, I haven't had no issues with the engine itself. It's always something around. So like, I had a fuel leak, I got that fixed. The turbo blew up on me, had to get that rebuilt. What else? And then the spark plugs. Like, anytime the car didn't like I already know when the spark plugs are like going out. I already know. So when the car don't want to start, it's the spark plugs. So that's just a road thing. You just know. I have like a whole bunch of spare spark plugs in my trunk, so I already know. That's something you just gotta deal with. But I use the RX8 Iridium ones, and they last a whole lot longer than the actual RX7 spark plugs. I found that out the hard way. But yeah, it's always something around the motor that's going wrong. Nothing with the engine itself, thank God. It starts up all the time. I've taken it to multiple trips, road trips, Maryland, H2O, Simply Clean, Richmond, you name it. I've been all over it. But yeah, the engine is good. I have no complaints. My engine builder, he did a good job building it. I'm trying to think what else you guys want to know. Oh, if you go full Bridgeport, you will run into the issue where the idling issue. So if you go full Bridgeport, you're gonna have to send your ECU to a guy in Florida named, the company's called Fatty Motorsports, I believe. And you need to send your ECU, your factory ECU, so he could raise your idle to the desired idle you want. Mine was set to 1800, and that's gonna fix your idling issue. But if you do the swap and you stay with the stock ports or street port, you don't have to worry about that aspect of the build. But yeah, it got set to 1800. It rarely ever stays at 1800. It's usually at like two grand or 21 grand. It doesn't stay, specific at 1800. But hey, I ain't complaining. It works. I'm trying to think what other tricks you guys need to know for doing this build. I think I covered pretty much everything, honestly. Oh, the cost. Yeah, y'all always ask me about the cost. When I got to get it started, like fire it up, I'm gonna put a video of the first start. To get it started, I was at 10,800. When I got it started, I started it with the stock ignition coils, the stock RX8 ignition coils. So y'all know how terrible those are. I literally was just been upgrading things little by little by little. But yeah, I was at 10,800, and right now I believe I'm probably at 14,000 now with all the things I've had to upgrade and shit. So yeah, this is a never-ending build. So be prepared to throw some money at your car. But yeah, I ain't complaining. I like it. It makes some wonderful noises, especially that turbo. The turbo makes some crazy noise. But I'm gonna try to put some clips of it if y'all haven't already seen it on my Instagram. But yeah, I think I covered pretty much everything. Oh, if you use the RX8 front cover, you're gonna have to weld a bung for the oil drain from the turbo on the side. That's just FYI. Oh, the oil pan. I have the RX7 oil pan, and it's not a perfect fit. So I suggest upgrading it to the proper one. They sell some, and I'm gonna upgrade that sooner or later, because it'll cost the car to, you know, to slowly leak oil. But it's nothing like crazy amount of oil. It's like real slow. But yeah, you should get that upgraded. Again, this is a budget build. Yeah, but I think I covered pretty much everything. The only like I said, I'm taking it to Mike next month to get that problem fixed, because I miss driving it. I think that's pretty much it though. I think I covered everything. Again, if y'all have any questions, just comment down below. Subscribe and like that shit. Like it a lot. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna end the video here. Again, if y'all have questions, comment down below, and I'll get to y'all as fast as I can. Matter of fact, I did forget something. I used the RX8 stock fans. I suggest using the stock fans. They work marvelous. But the car has never overheated, not once, with these fans. And I relocated the battery to the rear. And the transmission, I use the RX8 transmission. I use the RX8 transmission, the RX8, the whole RX8 driveline. Is the differential is RX8. Everything's RX8. I used I upgraded to a spec clutch stage 3, and it grabs wonderful. And again, I haven't had any issues with the driveline at all. So yeah. I think that's it though. But yeah, any more questions, just comment down below.